Hello everyone, this is Sarah, and I am here with my April layout for the Layout a Week blog, and I'm gonna be going vintage today. So I found this picture of my niece and my nephew, and this picture was taken in late 2007. My sister had the opportunity to get their pictures taken in like old vintagey clothes and stuff, and it was super cute. So I found it in a big shoebox of pictures that I have that I do not have any digital copies of. So when I've been going through that shoebox a lot lately and kind of pulling out some older pictures to get into my scrapbooks. So that's been a lot of fun, kind of going back and doing some older pictures and older memories and things. So you're going to see some of that coming up from me here soon. So these papers, all three of them that I've already placed down are from Webster's Pages, and those, the bigger two, the background and the green, are designed by Brandon O'Neill, and then the large strip with the triangles on it was designed by Adrian Lumen, and those are all for Webster's Pages. And the one that I am going to punch out a couple circles from is from Heidi Swap. And I've gone ahead and cut, I'm going to cut 3 of them out. I'm only going to use 2 of them, but I was trying to find the right hole punch for it, but my 3-inch was too big and my 2-inch was too small. So I guess I needed a 2.5 maybe, but I don't have that. So I'm just going to hand cut it. They're large enough and I can, as long as I'm careful, I can cut it out pretty easily. So I'm taking advantage of the kind of vintagey look and using the Eiffel Tower circle because I have not been to Paris. Maybe one day, one day I will go to Paris, but I have no clue when that's going to happen. So I'm not trying to hold on to anything like that, because I don't have any plans for any trips. So I'm going to take advantage of, the look of it and use it on this layout here. Excuse me. So I'm going to go ahead and get my base layers stuck down. And I also backed the picture with some green cardstock as well. And I'm taking this lace trim. It's really pretty, but it's very thin. So I'm going to layer them up together in 3 different strips and kind of have them overlapping each other. So it makes more of a statement. But you can still see through it because it's lace. So I like the way that looks. And I'm using my tiny attacher, and I'm going to put 3 staples on each side to kind of hold them all together. I like the nice little detail it adds there at the bottom of the pictures. And I pulled out a couple of these little baggies that Jennifer had sent me, and I pulled out that little journal spot. I'm going to use that. I pulled out these feathers as well, but they were just a little bit too dark for the look I was going for, so I ended up putting them back. And then I'm going to go through this one here, and I'm going to pull out a few cream colored buttons, and I'm going to use a few of them here. And I like the way that looks. I'm going to get up here in a second and go find some letter stickers, and I edited a bunch because I was away for a little bit. It took me a while to realize what it was I wanted to use. But I pulled out these plain chipboard thickers, and those are called Elf. And, you can color them in, spray them or ink them or, do whatever you want to them. I'm personally just going to leave them plain because I kind of like the way that the color works with the color theme. And I did not have an A, so I just took a upside down V and then put one of the little periods in the center so it looks like an A. And you can definitely tell that I did that, but it's okay for me. So I want to put the title up at the top here. I don't want to go over the lace or anything, so I'm just going to have to work it in, shift a few things over. And that way I like how the V is going to kind of nestle up against the Eiffel Tower image there as well. And Layla is here with me today while I get a few voiceovers done, so hopefully she won't make too much noise. So far she's doing pretty good. I'm realizing that when she starts preschool in the fall, I'm going to have a lot more mornings to myself where I can, do the voiceovers. Right now I only have 2 mornings a week to myself while she's in her part-time daycare, so that's really the best time for me to do voiceovers. So 2 days a week is not a lot of time to get everything done. So, but once she starts in the fall, I'm going to have a lot more time that I can dedicate to getting both pages and voiceovers done and video editing and all that stuff. So that'll be nice. Okay, I am using my fine line bottle that has my quick dry adhesive in it, and I'm going to put these down. They are pretty sticky, but I've kind of learned my lesson with thickers, especially the chipboard ones. If you don't reinforce them, they will most likely come out over time. So while these are pretty sticky right now, I'm just kind of ensuring that they're not going to fall off of my album 2 years later. So I have really gotten into a good habit of every time I use chipboard thickers, I use some adhesive on the back of them, just to make sure they're going to stick. So I'm going to go ahead and get some of my stuff stuck down here. Sorry, Layla, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but Layla has, she made a project at school the other day. It's like a noisemaker, so she's making all sorts of noise. Okay, so I got that stuff stuck down, and I'm channeling Nicole Jones here. She has done, I haven't seen her do this for a while actually, but she used to take twine and wrap it around her fingers, kind of make like a little knot, and then use those in her embellishment clusters. And I kind of wanted to try it, so I'm taking the twine that was wrapped around the ribbon that Jennifer had sent me, and I'm doing that here. So it's going to be in 2 different places here, and it's just a brown and white twine. And I'm using the quick dry adhesive to stick it down there. And I'm going to put these buttons down. I tried pop dots at first, but they sat up just a little bit too high for what I wanted. So I'm going to take them off, and I'm going to use my Glossy Accents. My Glossy Accents was really, really, really clogged. And I have bought a fine line bottle for those as well. I just haven't transferred it yet. So it's really clogged. I cut out me unclogging it because it took me quite a few minutes to finally get it unclogged. So I need to get it into the other fine line bottle. But, so I'm putting the buttons down here. And what else am I going to do? I really love that picture. Let's see. In this one, Emily, these are my sister's children. Emily was 3, I think, and Jimmy was almost 1. Or Emily might have been 2.5. They're only 19 months apart, so I think maybe she was 2. And Jimmy, was not quite a year old, I think. And now Emily is going to be 10 in June, and Jimmy just turned 8. So it's just like, what? It's insane how fast the time goes. So I grabbed the Heidi Swap paper again, and I'm going to cut out this little circle with the birds on it. And I want to have it so that there's only 2 showing, since there's only 2 of them in the picture here. And I'm going to stick that down here in the corner. And I decided to put a little bit of pink on here because there's a little bit of pink in the triangle paper, so I kind of wanted to bring that out a little bit. Just add a little bit more color to it, but it's subtle as well. And I used some enamel dots from my Mind's Eye, and I think I bring those out again and use a couple more before I'm completely done. And I'm trying to decide if I'm actually going to do any journaling or if I just want to, what I want to do in that little journal box, if I actually want to write something, because there's not really a story behind this picture. It's just a cute picture my sister had taken of them. So instead, I decided to just put their names and the year in this little journal spot, and I'm using these Kelly Perky letter stickers in pink. So I'm doing Emily and James. We call him Jimmy, but his name is his full true name is James. We don't call him James ever, but but for the scrapbook, I'll call him James. And plus, it's kind of a formal picture, so. And then I'm going to put the year, which was 2007. I had to readjust them a little bit here. And I'm kind of thinking about if there's anything else I want to put on here. I am going to add a couple more enamel dots here. And I know I'm going to pull out my Heidi Swap Color Shine Mist in gold and do a couple little sprinkles. And I'm not sure if I do anything else. I think that's the only other thing that I do here. Yeah, so I'm pulling that out. I've gotten really lazy lately and not gotten out my mist box. And I'm just sprinkling it, even if it gets on my desk, but a baby wipe will, you know, get it up as long as you do it quickly. So I'm just kind of not stressing about it right now. So I'm just doing some sprinkles around all three of the embellishment clusters there. And I play with adding something else, but I decide not to. I like the way it looks the way it is. And that is my layout for April. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I will see you again real soon. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye.